Hello everybody and welcome to the Porsche Vision 920, which may be a Vision Gran Turismo car from Porsche, or should I say one Vision Gran Turismo car from Porsche, but more on that later. As for the Vision 920, however, it was just published in a book from Porsche called Porsche Unseen, which featured a whole host of concepts that unfortunately never saw production. And this one is very, very cool. As the name might suggest, it's a follow-on from the 919 hybrid Le Mans car, and this was intended to be a road-legal version of that car. To quote Porsche themselves, it was their most extreme vision of a super sports car. And they certainly weren't kidding. It's very extreme with its single-seat layout, and it looks like it would have gone with competition to the Aston Martin Valkyrie and Mercedes-AMG Project One had it made production. But alas, it didn't, and the eagle-eyed among you, when this first was revealed, spotted a Gran Turismo logo. Now, as I'm sure some of you are aware, in September of last year, Porsche and Gran Turismo announced a collaboration where they planned to add 3 Porsche models to Gran Turismo Sport. We've seen the first of those, of course, which was the Taycan Turbo S. The second was the Porsche 917 Living Legend concept, which was intended to come to the game in time to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Porsche 917's Le Mans victory, which was in May, I believe, but of course that didn't happen, and the third car was a Porsche Vision Gran Turismo. Now, I'm not expecting it to come by the end of the year, as they said, but if we read what it says on the Gran Turismo website when this collaboration was announced, it says, "For the first time, a virtual sports car concept not linked to series production will be developed, which makes the visionary interpretation of the Porsche design DNA a reality." Now, as I said earlier on, the car that we've just been talking about, the Vision 920, this crazy single-seat concept, was intended for production, probably in a more diluted form, but it was intended for production, and that means that this statement doesn't apply to this car. So that goes back to earlier when I said one of the potential Porsche Vision Gran Turismos. Because back in May I did a video on another single-seat Porsche concept which appeared to be for Gran Turismo. That car did fit the bill of not being intended for series production. The patent was filed under automobiles and toys, which would make sense if the patent is being filed for a video game. Furthermore, this concept looks a lot more like the car that's on the Gran Turismo 7 box art, which is almost certainly a Porsche Vision Gran Turismo car, than the Vision 920 that we've just discussed. If we look at that box art, you can very easily tell it's a Porsche and not a series production one. That light bar is signature modern Porsche. If you look at any of their models, like the Taycan or the Boxster, that light bar is very familiar. So, yeah, potentially more than one Porsche Vision Gran Turismo car is on the horizon. I don't expect either of them to come to GT Sport, but Porsche have been heavily involved already with GT7 as well as GT Sport last year. I mean, I think we got 5 new cars in the Gran Turismo 7 trailer that we hadn't seen before, of which 3 of those were Porsches. The Carrera GT, the 911 GT1 Straton version, and of course the 917K, which has been the main car pretty much in this GT7 promotion so far. So by the time GT7 rolls around, I wouldn't be surprised if we had one or more Vision Gran Turismo cars, or at least had the knowledge of them officially. After all, just after GT7 was released, Porsche put out an Instagram post saying, and I quote, "Stay tuned for updates in the coming months." So it seems as though an update may be on the horizon from Porsche, or just Polyphony themselves on Gran Turismo 7 as a whole. But I'm pretty excited to see what does transpire. Let me know what you think about these concepts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.